Hey everyone, so tonight we're doing a review on the Marvel Legends Black Knight from the Brood Queen series. This was also a request, so we'll go and do a quick little 360. And then we'll check out the details. Alright guys, so first we'll start out with the accessories. So Black Knight comes with the sword, looks good. We've seen this before if you are new. To Collecting Legends, he came with the Baron Zemo, same sword they reused from Black Knight. But it looks really cool. I like the black blade with the silver paint on the handle and guard. And then on the grip here, it's just painted black again. And then it has the silver. But it looks really good. And then we have his shield. Very cool. This is all nicely sculpted with nice gold paint. It is just kind of the darker, off, like flat, not off, but darker, flat dark blue, and it's got nice red paint around the edges here, and this is all nicely sculpted, which is good. On the back inside, there's no detail on the inside. Doesn't really need to be since it's inside of a shield, and it's got a pretty generic clip. But what I like about this clip, it's very firm, but also not too firm to where I feel like this would break. Like with the current Captain America shields, that clip back and forth, I've had a couple snap on me right there or get stressed, with the plastic kind of whitens from the stress of just kind of making it flex. But here it just kind of clips on really firmly. You can see it does not come off, but it can still kind of rotate it if need be. But it fits on him really nice. I mean, he holds it just fine. So I think that clip works great. You don't have to worry about it breaking, and it doesn't rub off any paint either, which is nice. Alright, so going over the details of the figure, I'll zoom in here. I think he's got an awesome head sculpt. Does have that paler, more plastic flesh tone. This is earlier Hasbro, but he just got a little bit of flesh tone on his lips. But his helmet looks really cool. I like the white eyes. I like all the sculpting work on the front of his helmet here. And that kind of gold bronze color, it turns out really well. You can see some more of that little sculpting detail on the top here. It looks very cool. And then coming down his neck, coming down his neck, he's got this little rivets in here. It looks nicely sculpted, and even sculpted on the joint there on the neck. I think that looks really good. It's more of a turquoise, and then it continues that kind of flat dark blue on his shoulder pads here with that same gold that's on the middle of his shield. The little buttons right here on the front, and then it's got nice red rimming over there. But these are all nicely sculpted. Same thing with the outlining of the red. That's all nicely sculpted on the pads. His front armor plating is the same dark kind of flat blue, but it is kind of glossy. You can see the light kind of coming off of it. Looks good. On the front here, looks really cool. I like the red, how it continues, and it's got the symbol right there on the front. Looks really cool. And then coming down here, it continues the same coloring. You can see kind of the rivets. A little bit, looks like a belly button, but it's all nicely sculpted right here. And he's got more of a flat gray, and it goes into his gloves, and it continues with that kind of a turquoise, aqua type blue look to me. You can see nice wrinkles in the gloves there. Same thing with the red riveting, or red outlining on the front of the knuckles and on the bottom of the gloves. Looks really good. Coming down here, see the belt could have used some detail. It's more of a pliable plastic, which is nice. It's nice and kind of rubbery feeling, but it's just more of a mustard, I don't know, darker mustard yellow. That's how I probably would describe it. But it's got a lot of sculpted work. It's got, you see the pouches, the little rivets, the stitching, and the buckle. I wish the buckle had some paint, but it's not too bad. He's got his little kind of longer, kind of like a loincloth, but it's nice and pliable also, is getting in the way. But it's got nice sculpted work. On the front here, you can see all the fabric, the way it ripples. It's got that same flat gray on his thighs. And his boots are just that same flat dark blue with the red on the front here. But you can kind of see some more sculpted work on the legs here, kind of like the armor plating of a knight. Looks good. All right, so we're going to go check out the articulation. So his head looks down pretty good, very far. Looks up, very nice. Looks left and right. It doesn't have like a little net pivot or anything like that. It's got ball joints in the shoulders. Moves out, and this is also kind of pliable, so you can get it to go up pretty far. Move forward and back. No bicep swivel. This is earlier Hasbro, so there is no bicep cut or anything like that. But he rotates at the elbow. This is a good example to show how far Hasbro has come. It used to rotate at the elbow and then have a single joint at the elbow, no double joints. And that rotation also, it also has a rotation right here at the bottom of the, so the elbow stops here at the bicep, can rotate, but then also if you hold it right here, it can rotate at the bottom of the elbow. But there's no articulation at the wrist. His ab crunch, he crunches forward about that much, crunches back a little further, also rotates right there. You can do the full splits. You can see the joints here. There's no upper thigh swivel, but see, the way you have to say, this is what I don't like about the old Hasbro, besides the elbow. With kicking forward, you have to rotate it out, and then you have to rotate the knee to get him to look somewhat normal, but then you're seeing the inside of his thigh on the top, which looks really weird. So his knee joint is a single jointed knee with the ball, rotates, so you can see it rotates right there, and then there is no boot cut, and then his ankles move down, they move up and side to side. There is no ankle rocker or anything like that, so you can see there's no ankle rocker, just rotates. And he does have no pegals at the bottom of his feet. All right, I'll show you guys how tall Black Knight is. All right, guys, so Black Knight stands right at just under 6.5 inches. So he's a nice tall figure. And then here he is next to Blizzard, which is just your standard 6-inch figures. Kind of see them, yeah. So you can see them next to each other. Just kind of a quick little height comparison. But overall, I think this is a cool figure. Yes, he has the old, Hasbro articulation, which it hinders the posability of him. But this is the only Black Knight that we currently have. And I think he looks really cool, and he looks good on the shelf. I mean, I recommend getting him. I think he's one of those figures I've wanted, but been on the fence for a while. But then finally, my friend Justin Geep cut me a hell of a deal, so had to pick him up, especially since I've been wanting him in my collection. But overall, I think he's a good figure. I do like him. He just has not the best articulation, and it's kind of cool to see, for you guys to see how far Hasbro has come from when they first had the license to now. Because I mean, now the articulation is phenomenal to me. But there you go, guys. Hopefully I didn't ramble too long. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll be getting to those other requests very soon. All right, guys, thank you. Have a great night.